Hi guys, I'm back with another video on Trudvang Legends. I'm sort of doing a little bit of a setup here just to show people, but I don't want to show too much because, you know, it's up to people to discover all this stuff for themselves. So I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, there's probably people out there that are sort of hanging to see a bit more. So I've done a rough little setup here of the main boards, and then I'll go to another video as part of this to show you the character dashboards. But yeah, so I finally dug all this out and had a bit of a look. I didn't read too much, but mainly just focusing on the rules just to figure out what's happening. So I finally got the board out completely, and the other one, which, sorry, I'll need to look at the book to figure out what it's called. It's the adventure board. Yeah. And in this setup, it tells you, it already gives you the cards in this, one of these decks are already set up. So the starting locations are already sort of together, and the starting rules and phases are already in the same deck, so it's already to go. You've just got to put them in here, which I'll get to in a second. There's these starting rules here, and there's character starts here, and there's some enemies already on the board. This is a story deck, so all these and the rules tell you to put, I'm pretty sure these are the correct ones, these 4 cards here go in the front of it. Then you've got events and enemy cards, so they look like that. And then you've got these cards here, without showing too much. Yeah, so there's a couple other things. You've got to put a token here that, you know, you move after every phase. I'm not sure what else you've got to set up. There's a few other little bits and pieces, but yeah. Oh, the other thing is this this here. So I've already put the first adventure sheet in here, and it does tell you at the beginning of the adventure that you reveal this, but this first one, but I won't. They just come out. Yeah. So moving on from that, this is where I get to, there's a few little issues here with the game. I'll start with this. When I first opened this up and punched all these out, they were a little bit difficult to get out. You've actually got to try and push them from the back. You can actually see it leaves marks where you've pushed it through. Unfortunately, you can see over time there's just going to be wear and tear on this game. You can already see this has happened just by trying to get this sheet in, which was also an issue, because when I tried to get it in there, the pocket here wasn't quite open all the way along, all the way down inside it. So what I actually had to do, I'll just grab, where is it? I literally had to get a ruler and stick it down right inside here and push it all the way down here to free these edges. You know, look, some people may have the same problem when they get their copy, some might not. When I first tried to put this in and it wouldn't go in, I was like, oh, you're kidding. Don't tell me they've glued it. you know, too far in, and you're not going to get the sheet in, but it was just, I don't know, it was just sticking somehow, and I managed to free it and get it in there, but, you know, this is a bit of a worry, all this wear and tear already, and I haven't even really started playing the game. Before I put the sheet in, I pulled all these out so that I didn't risk scratching all this. That's one thing. What you might also find is when you get the game, this is actually back to front, so I'll just show you what it looks like the other way. Mine came like this, and I started thinking to myself, well, there's nothing stopping these cards from just coming out. And then I realised that it was actually the wrong way around when it was packed. It was actually supposed to go this way, which is why this little lip is here. And when you put all the cards in, they actually sit nicely because it drops down there so they don't fall out. So yeah, so it was actually the wrong way around. I still have all the tokens unpunched, like they're still here. I don't know what to do with those because there's very little space here. You know, you could put them in there, but I don't know. There doesn't seem to be enough room. But anyway, so I'll get to this other issue which I spoke about in the first video about these being really tight. You've either literally got to have long nails or find something else to pull these pockets up with, because they are very hard to get in. I'll just try and do this while I've got the phone. So you can see I've managed to get it in now. But you're literally trying to pick this up with your fingernail or whatever else, and trying not to damage it. I'll give you an example of what can happen here. This is the first story card. I'll try and get any spoilers out of the way, but you can see here down the bottom that just by trying to get it in there, it's starting to come up here on the ends of the card. I'll just take it off camera, because I don't want to show what's on the card for anybody, but I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's just, it's starting to lift. So sorry, I mean, I'm trying not to give away anything, but it's hard to show you what's happening without that. Yeah, but anyway, that's part of the setup anyway. These 4 locations go in here. That one's still out because I wanted to show you this. Yeah, so that's some of the setup. I haven't had a chance to play the game yet, unfortunately, but yeah, I'll hopefully try next week. Yeah, all right, well, I'll come back with the player board setup after this. All right, guys, so I've got the character dashboard sort of set up, but before I show you that, I just wanted to, I don't know if maybe people want to turn away now, don't want to see these maps. You know, they want to see it for themselves, not on a video. But these are really cool if you're interested at looking at these maps that you can move around on. Really great art, you know, amazing. There's another one which probably people have seen in the rule book, I think it was. There's another one here. These are all places you can move to, obviously. But yeah, really good maps. I'm not sure what was on the other side of this. I think it was, yeah, it was just that picture that was, yeah. yeah, anyway, moving along. So this is the dashboard. So you've got this starting item here. You've got your character here. These runes go into this bag. There's nothing actually on this, it's plain. These are the cards you draw. When it says combat draw 4, you would draw 4 of these in combat. And that's your upgrades. So what will happen is, I think I was reading, when you get 3 experience points, you can upgrade one of these. And what you do is you draw 3 of these. You draw 3 of these. You pick the one you want, and then you find the level. That's the level 2. You find the level 1 card in here that you have of the same one that you upgraded. And the level 1 card is put back in the box and it's replaced with this. And then what you then do is you have an option, I think. You can put one of these back on top for the next time you upgrade. And then the other one that you, I think, goes on the bottom. Like that. And that would go in here, and the other level 1 would be gone from the game. As you're playing combat, because you're drawing 4, this is your discard pile after you've used them, just here. Over here, you've got these things called titles. You can have 4 of them, so you obviously can get more than 4, and you just choose what ones you want. You don't start the game with any, so I don't know. They're obviously in the story decks somewhere, in the story cards. And just 2 other things. You've got these chronicle, well, these are the actual points I think you spend. No, they're not for your experience. These are for, this will go up, and then there'll be certain effects that happen during the game that will require you to spend these. And if you don't have enough, you can't do whatever it says. I think that's what that's for. And there's your health, so 10, 10. Yeah, and this is your miss track and the other things. I'll have to go back and check out what they're called. So, and then that's a status track. So these are, I think this is what you get from the beginning. You can't change whatever that is, unless, I'm not sure if you can put anything over them or not, or just add to this, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, just getting back to these. So, as I said, these are level 2, and the game rules tell you in the setup that there's 2, I shall take that one out because I put it on the bottom. There's 2 ultimate ones that go on the bottom of this, and when these come up, if you can only pick one of them, and then the other one goes back in the box, so you can't have both. And I think I couldn't really tell from the rules, but I think once you've exhausted all these, or once you've decided, well, maybe not exhausted all of them, but once you've decided you want to go from a level 2 card up, you then get to these legendary cards. Yeah, I have to read it all properly, but I can't remember if you've got to exhaust all the level 1s to 2s before you can then go on to that. I'm not sure. Or whether you can just go straight from this, or whether you can go straight from, yeah, that to legendary. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, that's it. There's nothing else really to show you. I did say before that I hadn't punched any of these out. So there's your health token there. They actually came out pretty easy. no dramas with them. Yeah. So that's everything, guys. Try not to spoil too much. There's no, I don't want to give any story away or anything, which I don't even know myself, so I'm trying to avoid looking at stuff as well. But yeah, I hope people appreciate this so that they can get a little bit more of a taste of it. Yeah, sorry if I'm spoiling too much for people, because they might want to figure it all out for themselves and see it all for the first time. But yeah, but anyway, I'll leave it at that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.